Hi everybody, and good to be back with you. Loved what Annika shared yesterday from Psalm 74. We're in Psalm 75 and just the first 3 verses that I'm going to touch on this Friday morning. We give thanks to you, O God. We give thanks for your name is near. The nearness of God's name, that we can call upon his name, and his name is his honor, his glory. When we talk about dragging someone's name through the mud or putting casting aspersions on their name, their good name, it's like talking about their honor, and it's that kind of idea often in the Bible when the name of God is being talked about, his glory, his honor, his power, his ability to show his strength, and his nearness to us who call upon his name. He is near when we call upon his name. It's I think Spurgeon, wonderful preacher who loved the Psalms and wrote a huge commentary on the Psalms, 6 volumes. On this verse, he says, Baal is on a journey, Yahweh is near, the Lord is near. What he means by that is he's referring to the story when Elijah mocks the prophets of Baal who were trying to call down fire to light the fire on the altar as a test to demonstrate that Baal is actually God, this false God that the ancient Near Eastern people worshipped. And Elijah's pointing out that their God is false. He doesn't show up. He has no power. Your God is on a journey, he says. And then he calls on the Lord to light the altar and fire comes down because the Lord is near. The Lord is the God who is near to us, who comes alongside. And perhaps a powerful, vivid way of showing it is Jesus when the disciples are out on the boat and trying to control the boat against the wind, and they're worrying and panicking, and Jesus had said that he would he sent them across to meet them on the other side. And of course he comes literally towards the boat. He comes across the ocean, across the sea, on foot, on the water. Because the Lord is near. He's able to just be amongst us. And sometimes we feel as though he's not near. We feel the absence of God, but it's something that we need to get used to overcoming with the thundering claims of God that he is near, a very present help. And it says in verse 2, at the set time that I appoint, I will judge with equity. God will judge, will show up at his time, but he will show up. And there's times where we wait on him, and we might interpret his slowness to judge as though he's not near, but he is near. He's nearby, and he can judge in a moment. I was showing my kids the story of David showing mercy to Saul twice. When Saul was trying to chase him down and get him killed, David twice says, no, it's not mine to judge Saul. Twice in different times he showed mercy to his enemy, saying, no, it's God's role to bring justice, not mine. I will trust that to God. And it was a long season later before God finally dealt with Saul. But in between those stories, there's another man who is wicked towards David, and God deals with him in a moment. In just a moment, God deals with that man. And it's interesting, the stories are mixed up. It's like sometimes in life, God deals with our enemies in a moment just to demonstrate he's nearby. He can change situations in a moment because he's near. He's not far. The times when he's taking time, we sometimes think, well, he's far away. He's not. He's near, but he's taking his moment. He's using his patience, and he has wisdom in the timing that we don't always understand. The 3rd verse, when the earth totters and all its inhabitants, it is I who keep steady its pillars. It's I who keep steady its pillars. As our earth totters and all its inhabitants, it seems, right now, around the world, all the inhabitants of the world tottering with anxiety and bewilderment, it is the Lord who keeps steady its pillars. The world will get through this coronavirus. The world will get through other crises, not because of just some sort of excellent government policy, not because we are so resourceful, not even because of excellent scientific breakthroughs. However much we pray for all of those things, it is the Lord who keeps the pillars steady. And that's something for us to pray for. Pray for your Prime Minister, pray for your government, pray for the elders of the church, that we would be able to be steady as strong pillars in God's hands. It will be him that does it, though. Thanks for being with me. I look forward to speaking to you again after the weekend.